colonizers is stealing again. They stealing, and they have straight stole our culture. I mean, if you just look at all that shit, look at all of it. Just take a look at all of it. I was looking at my son's diapers the other day, and his love diaper said, "Crib hair, don't care. The snuggle is real. The snuggle is real." That's like, that comes from the struggle is real. The snuggle is commercialized. All they do is commercialize black culture, and it's no longer sacred to black people. Every time they steal it, it's like coffee. It's black, totally healthy for the body. And then, just like jazz, they took it, they tainted it. Just like rock and roll, they took it and they tainted it and they claimed it, and now it's theirs. We grew up thinking rock and roll was some white boy stuff, and we created it. We grew up listening to jazz, like, we knew black folks made it, but how did white folks just take it and make so much money off of it? And our artists who created it, they treat them like dope fiends. They treat them like, just broke ass man. That's on purpose. That's by design. That's not an accident. Especially with rap. Rap is our form of the news in the early beginnings of rap. The internet accessibility to everybody else's story wasn't available. Everything that came from the commercial wave and the commercial side of it, corporate side, when corporate is involved, let me explain what the word commercial. Commercial means this: commercial music, commercial television. That a commercial has to come on. So this music that's playing on the radio has to be long enough for the commercial to come on. So the person who's running the advertisements, which is the commercial, can get the viewer to listen to the product that's being bought enough for them to buy it when they need it. So if your song isn't sing-songy or catchy enough, or can't be on the radio long enough for the commercial to get heard, it can't be called commercial music. Same thing with television, same thing with anything. When corporate get involved and commercials get involved, that's when it starts being tainted, because it's a part of the program. When we know the powers that be are the people who are setting programs for all the communities around here to be, manipulated by. If we know this, now that we know this is why it's important to keep rap at its purest. We need our accents in our regional areas and our stories and our experiences to be at their purest, so other people who aren't where we're from and who don't live where we live understand that they are not an isolated situation. They're not the only one going through what you're going through. That's the power of a song. That's the secret of the soul. The soul can hear the story inside the song, and the song is the first step to understanding that you're not alone. So when you're not alone, you feel stronger. And they're taking our strength out of our music, and it's blatant. It's like in the early 90s, last little bit of like New York sounded like New York. Atlanta sounded like Atlanta. Houston sounded like Houston. The Bay Area sounded like the Bay Area. LA sounded like LA. Detroit sounded like Detroit. Chicago, so forth. Everybody. Memphis. Everybody had their own individual, distinctive sound. Because if we all born individuals, why in the hell is everybody dying to die a copy of somebody else who's a copy of somebody else who's a carbon copy of somebody else? All this is by design. All this is on purpose, because they're stealing again. They're stealing again. It's intentional as hell. It's purposeful as hell. So in the 90s, how do you taint the music? They started tricking you, talking about time is money, money is time. If money is time, then why a billionaire ain't at his office working? No, the billionaire ain't there. The employees are there. The billionaire is using his time. And why the hell, if time is money, why the billionaire can't buy a second? He can't buy half a second with all the money that he got. Even if you had $1 trillion, you can't buy another second longer than you're supposed to be on this planet. So the person who's telling you time is money is the one person that's tricking you out of your time, because time is God-given, money is man-given. So they started giving rappers and everybody money. And then you started having people with the best intentions. It's not even a rapper's fault. Because if you got somebody doing a life sentence and you just seeing two niggas get up out of here, jumping that goddamn fence, or going up under that fence, or dressing like however they need to dress like a guard to get out of there, they don't give a damn what you gonna call them. They gonna come up out that thing. It's like you starve somebody long enough, whatever you feed them will be food to them. And you can call them anything that you want to call them. You feed them dog food, then you call them a dog. You feed them garbage food, you call them garbage man. So the same thing in this situation when they do this to the artists from our culture. It's the same thing they do. So they start putting money in the game, and now can't nobody do nothing but talk about money. And that is the first step into stealing. One of the secrets, one of them powerful secrets in that book y'all like talking about is if you really want to take something, you gotta give first. The conquerors give. So they're giving that. The colonizers give. They're giving you the money. Now you're talking about money. Rap music is the only music that can talk about killing people, they own people. Because you can't talk about killing no Jewish people. You can't talk about killing no Chinese people. You can't talk about killing nobody homosexual and that whole, none of that. But it's okay for you to talk about killing black people on the radio. It's okay for black people to go on stage, talk about killing black people on stage in front of a bunch. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands over the years, over the year time, over a month time. It's okay for black people to stand on stage, talk about killing black people to a crowd of white folks. And the white folks singing lyrics talking about, I got the stick and I'm killing a nigga. And there is no shame because this is the only route that's been given. And then on top of that, they start letting people who rap, like they infiltrated the rap game by letting white boys rap. And let me say this. If you good at what you do, nobody gives a damn what you are. See what I'm saying? But you're gonna have to tell your story. This is about living the experience, having an experience, or being creative enough to tell a story that's intriguing to make this theater of the mind that we call radio or sound, be something, a tangible experience. So it's like the theme music to your life. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's saying that white boys can't rap or get into the rap game, but we have to understand that this is a place that's our culture. This is a place that needs to have a strong wall and really be fortified with rules and ethics and codes and stuff like that. The people who own the music that you're hearing now are not black people. These record labels are not owned by, these distribution companies are not black people. We don't own no distribution companies. And the big three ain't black. They not owned by black people. You can do your history and find out who they own by. And knowing that, you got to understand that even if the artist that's putting the music out don't feel like rapping on stage to white folks about killing black folks, they still have an obligation, a contractual obligation, and it's really their basically only chance at making legacy. So it's still like a stretched out slave-free mentality. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's really free because you can't even be what you need to be or be what you was made to be on this planet. And now it's gotten to a point where all that we say, all that we do is straight to mainstream, straight to commercial. We've allowed, by necessity of allowance, these people to take our culture and make our culture something that's not even significant anymore. What I'm saying is somebody got to be like, we do not do none of this. This is pure entertainment, because as an artist, I'm an artist. Like, I got songs where I don't want to even rap about being in no rap life. I might want to rap about being a spoon. I might want to rap about being a gun. Whatever I want to rap about. You know what I'm saying? But who said that we can't talk about that? That's an ignorant integrity system. That's an ignorant ass integrity system. So either we gotta talk about what we really doing and indict ourselves, or we don't have any artistic freedom. Just like if I was writing a movie about somebody who was a rapist, I would never be seen as a rapist. If I was writing a script and we took the script to the director, and the director got me to be the actor, and I was an actor, and I portrayed a rapist in the movie, nobody would think I was a rapist. The director doesn't get a bad knock for being a rapist and none of that. So how is it in our music when we write about anything that may seem like could be something out of pocket or said anyway? Like even with comedy, you can't even say nothing with comedy. You can't say nothing with anything anymore because the powers that be want to control everybody. and they have stolen our culture, and they made our culture less valued. It's damn near anybody can rap, anybody can do it. This person is a rapper, the type of music they made, they know the frequencies fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But they don't give a fuck because they've stolen rap just like they stole R&B. They stole jazz. They stole our slang, still the way we talk. Got all these people acting like us. They want to be us, but they don't want to be us. Everybody want to be black, but don't nobody want to be black.